Opioid dependency has been an escalating issue in Lloydminster over the last year, but it's not the only drug contributing to addictions.
What we've seen an increase in the last year or so would be fentanyl, cocaine, and also meth.
Through his experience, McIntyre believes that meth is tougher to get clean from than other substances.
That might be because of the impact that meth has on brain functioning.
McIntyre also suggests that opioid overdoses are caused by the quality of drugs sold through illegal channels.
The unreliability of the quality, because there is artificial, or there's pills that are created with other things in it.
People that are faced with addictions can receive support from a facility like the Thorpe Recovery Centre. Well, back to school means more than just school supplies and new clothes for post-secondary students. It's also a time for budgeting and understanding how far your money will go. Living expenses and tuition can be costly. Students may need to consider some options in order to pay for their education.
Every financial institution kind of has their own guidelines that they follow. So basically, if they don't cover, or if they don't qualify under government student loans, they should reach out to their bank or credit union.
Depending on the financial institution, many offer account services for students to help keep their banking costs low.
Don't charge a monthly fee. Others might have, incentives in terms of, a lump sum deposit into the account to cover account fees. Sometimes there might be, they get a certain number of transactions free.
Retzlaff says one of the most common problems for students financially is not staying on budget.
I would just suggest to get yourself prepared ahead of time, figure out ways that you can maybe, keep your money going longer, like, splitting living costs, finding a roommate, or, don't eat out all the time, do some meal prep, that sort of thing, and just, keep an eye on your accounts and what you're spending.
Performing at the annual Paradise Hill Summer Bash this weekend, and Edgerton is celebrating its 100th anniversary. Heather Clagus has the details in this week's edition of What's Happening.
Coming up tomorrow night, you've got a chance to see the CCMA reigning Group of the Year, High Valley. They're going to be live in Paradise Hill for their annual Summer Bash. And if you know the song Make You Mine, She's With Me, it's these guys. So you don't want to miss out on a chance to see them live. And they've got a great new album out called Dear Life that's got IBUB on it. So if you love that song, you've heard it on Real Country, you want to be out in Paradise Hill tomorrow night, a fundraiser, their annual Summer Bash. You can get tickets by stopping by Paradise Hill Ranch and Western Wear. This weekend is a huge weekend in Edgerton. They're celebrating their homecoming, their 100th anniversary. The party's already gotten underway today. Tomorrow you can head out, check out the parade. They're going to have different tours throughout the area. They've also got a lot of different things for the kids to do. They've got a magic show, they've got a show and shine, and coming up on Sunday, they've got an alumni ball game, an artist exhibit, and different events at the museum. It should be a full weekend in Edgerton as they celebrate their homecoming. There's lots of color in our beautiful border city, and we want to add more color to your CD collection. We want you to win a copy of the latest album from City and Color, If I Should Go Before You. It includes their hit, Wasted Love. If you want a copy, it's really easy. All you have to do is email your name and daytime phone number to tvcontest@newcap.ca. We want to say thanks to John at Universal Music Canada for setting us up with the music. And coming up on Sunday in Frenchman Butte, the museum will be hosting their festival day. The exhibits are going to open at 11 a.m. They've got kids' activities throughout the day, demonstrations, and they'll wrap things up with a roast beef supper. Well, whatever you choose to do this weekend, I hope you have a great one. I'm Heather Clagus, and that's what's happening.
And while the surprise of Bradwell's announcement was shared province-wide, those on the opposition NDP view his departure as a positive. Saskatchewan NDP Deputy Leader Buckley Belanger says that Wall's tenure is marked by debt and decisions not made in the best interest of taxpayers.
We have had scandal, we've had waste, and he's left a legacy of debt for many of our grandchildren and great-grandchildren to pay.
Belanger was in Lloydminster to meet with local NDP candidates in hopes that people will come out and take more interest in politics moving forward.
Obviously, I'm supporting and very encouraged by our local candidates, so we would hope that they would come forward and meet some of these candidates and get involved, because it's for the sake of our future.
The next provincial election is scheduled for the fall of 2020.